I'm Piers Steel, and I research procrastination. It's to put off despite expecting to be worse off. So you're doing later what you really intended to do now. And you know that because of doing that, there's going to be problems, and it's not optimal. Well, 800 studies, and it was from economics studied it, neurobiologists, psychologists, sociologists, philosophers. All these people were studying this topic, but no one was putting it together. So it was all kind of smeared across the entire kind of scientific field I went through. I put all in one place, including my own research, and I wrote the book, The Procrastination Equation. For example, most places were saying that perfectionism causes procrastination. Most books actually were based around that. Most treatment programs. No. Actually, those neat, orderly, and efficient procrastinators actually procrastinate a little bit less than most other people. Now, you can be a perfectionist and you can be a procrastinator. It's just that one isn't really helping you do the other. When you actually go through it, there's actually three major reasons why people procrastinate. One, they tend to have lack self-confidence. Two, the task they're actually trying to do, they really find boring or they hate. And third, the one that's more important than the other two, you might have self-confidence, you might really hate your task, but if you're impulsive. Impulsive means you're easily distractible, you're disorganized, you have difficulty delaying gratification, then you're much more likely to be a procrastinator. Really want to get the underlying root of procrastination, you've got to understand that we almost have like two decision-making systems in our brain. And one is very rational, and it's part of the prefrontal cortex. And one is very emotional, almost childlike, and it's part of the limbic system. And the limbic system, it responds into kind of out of sight, out of mind principle. So if I can see it, if I can taste it, if I can smell it, if I can hear it, I want it. So if you want to start kind of actually working harder, you've got to start making those temptations a little bit harder and less obvious to get to. Right? So, for example, if you're going to your laptop and you hear this ding all the time, and a little web icon comes up indicating you have mail, that limbic system goes, great! And it kind of this childlike glee grabs at it. Because that's what it's good at. And, the prefrontal cortex says, no, I shouldn't, but, this impulsive part of your mind overwhelms it. Why not take off the ding? You can go into those options in your email program and click them so it doesn't ding, it doesn't show up. So work when there's natural breaks in your productivity. You find out that actually people check their emails 40 to 50 times a day. It takes about 10 minutes after checking their email for them to return to peak productivity. But they never even get to that 10 minutes before they're checking one more time. People are going through their entire day without ever really getting into that really good productive state. And consequently, you actually see this being a big problem in terms of the amount they do. Most people actually admit to procrastinating over 2 hours a day at work.